Hey there, welcome to a new episode of Hiker Homily. Hey, is hiking your life? Is it the one thing you have in your whole entire life? Well, I want to say awesome, good for you, but this is going to be kind of an opinion piece. Remember that. It's my opinion only. I'm not setting down any kind of law that says you have to, blah, 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 that kind of thing. This is my opinion. And it is my opinion that the old saying, variety is the spice of life, really holds true. And is a really good, healthy, mental-wise thing in life. And I learned that going to the academy for my my previous career. One thing one of the instructors always said was, you can't have this as your entire life. You should not be taking this particular career as only a paycheck or have it be the one thing that you are this. This job and you are one and the same. You can't do that. You have to have other things in your life. And that goes with, as far as I'm concerned, things like hobbies and stuff like that too. And I think the perfect example has been set by a lot of the things that have happened with this pandemic and stuff like that. Some of the folks that I've seen online who apparently have no other outlets in their life or things like that, they are the ones who tend to be affected the hardest when stuff like this, because when the trails close or the trailheads close and things like that, they've got nothing else in life. They're the ones more susceptible to that. Or they are the ones more likely to say, well, F it. I am that desperate because I've got nothing else in my life right now. I don't have any other hobbies. Any friends I have are friends who do that. I only see them when I go hiking and stuff like that as a group. I don't do anything else with them. And so I don't care if things are closed. I'm going to break the rules and go out and do this. I'm going to travel. I'm going to do this anyway. The heck with all that. Okay? And either one of those things is not good, because you're leading yourself into potential issues and things like that. So, variety, it is the spice of life. Have other things going for you. And again, like I said, this is an opinion episode. I'm not telling you what you have to do with your life. I am suggesting that that just maybe you should have more going in your life than just one thing. And I get that maybe there are some folks who they're just not in that position. They just can't. But you know, there are things and hobbies. I mean, for example, one of my hobbies is horror movies. I've been watching those since I was a kid. Living here in the Bay Area of California, I used to watch creature features all the time. Started with the most amazing founding host, Bob Wilkins, and then later John Stanley. They brought it back, by the way. You can catch it on YouTube and on their own streaming channel. If you look up Creature Features, it's back. It's really cool. I'm having a great time with it. I subscribe to them now. There's a free plug for them. But that's another one of my hobbies. And you know what? It doesn't cost me anything. Nowadays, I'm already paying for, one or two streaming services and whatever cable TV and blah, blah, blah. And so if I want to watch horror movies, I can watch them. I've got a nice collection on my shelf that I didn't have to buy if I didn't want to. And so it's not like one of those hobbies that you have to just dump money into it and things like that. But that's just one. For a long time, I collected comics. Now I've gotten into being a vendor at comic shows when those are open. We don't exactly have those. The old pandemic has hammered that as well. So see, that's a couple of hobbies of mine that have been hammered by this pandemic. I just can't do them right now. And yet I'm still doing pretty good because I got other hobbies. I game, and I mean old school type of gaming. Dungeons and Dragons and other type of role-playing games. I've got some friends, and we can do that online. I do a little bit of the electronic gaming because my kids have gotten me into a few games that's like, okay, it's a lot of fun. So, there are hobbies out there that you can do, and you should pick up more than just one. If your entire life is wrapped into one thing, and for the purpose of this video, we'll concentrate on hiking because this is a hiking channel and stuff. But if your whole life is wrapped into one thing, if something happens that means you can't do that one thing. You have set yourself up to be just hammered by life and depression and all kinds of things, because the one thing that means something in your life is gone for now, even if it's temporary, or sometimes it may even become permanent. Someone who's very special to me, very close family member, had a love for a certain sport, and because of a medical condition, that sport has been taken from them, basically. Fortunately, that person has a couple of other things in life that they enjoy doing, and has been able to bounce into those things and modify being part of that sport still without competing. But because one of the things they love is video editing, videography, and photography. And photography editing, they have turned their attention to that sport, but in the scope of that other interest. So, yeah, not going to go into medical details and stuff, but it's unfortunate, and it was heartbreaking to watch this person I love have this thing that they love completely taken from them because of a medical condition. And yet the strength there to see them bounce back and modify it up and do things was amazing. And it's all because they did not wrap themselves completely 100% into one thing. And so that's just my kind of advice, my suggestion, my opinion on that whole thing, because I see a lot of people online. They get angry when people suggest this or that. Maybe you shouldn't do that because right now it's closed, and da-da-da. And part of the reason they're so angry is because they appear, from things they've said online, to not have anything else. Hiking is it. That's 100% what they are. They are a hiker, and their job is nothing but a money maker so they can pay for hiking gear and go on hiking trips. They don't care about the people at their work. They don't have a whole lot of other people in their life that's a big deal to them. What they have is hiking 100%, and so when that is threatened to be taken away, they've got nothing. And they get angry, or they get depressed, and all kinds of stuff like that. So, yeah, I think it's really important. The spice of life, it's variety. Get some other interests out there. Find some cool stuff. You know, have friends that like to do different things as well, and that you don't mind spending time with them doing things other than that one thing that you're kind of wrapped up into. Just kind of a short hiker homily. I just wanted to throw that out there. It's kind of a mental health thing, because hiking, as most of you know, if you've done it for a long time, is part mental and stuff like that. So you got to have some mental fortitude there. And one of the ways you can do that is by not wrapping up your whole ego and your entire life into one thing. All right? So there's my suggestion on that. Any comments on that? Personal experiences, whatever you want to share out there, even if you disagree with that, and you think it's okay to totally get into one thing, and you want to say that respectfully or give reasons why and stuff like that, awesome. Let's hear it down, as usual, in the comments down below, where I post this on other places like Facebook, anywhere else where it gets posted. You feel free to comment respectfully and things like that. And as also, you can get a hold of me, as always, at hikingforhealthca@gmail.com. And as always, also, thanks for watching. Appreciate it very much. And that's my kind of little opinion piece on there. If hiking is your life, you need to get more of a life. That's just my opinion. I really think you should, though. All right? Okay, we'll see you later.